Hello YouTubers, I will introduce you to my trip to Thailand. My friend and I happily went to Zagreb by car and flew to Vienna by plane. In Vienna, we waited 10 hours for the plane to Bangkok. And here came the first problem. We traveled with the airline company Eva Air. And before getting on the plane, they told my friend that his passport was too damaged and he was not allowed on the plane. Now what? Am I going to Thailand alone or am I going home with a friend? I'm going to Thailand alone. The friend later checked to see if the passport was really too damaged and was told that it was not so damaged that he should not travel. So, Eva Air, apart from ruining my friend's holiday, the rest was fine. Friendly staff, good hostesses, spacious seats in economy class and good food. The plane is well equipped. It's a shame they didn't donate anything to commemorate Eva Air. And finally I arrived alone in the 8 million city of Bangkok. I immediately went to the hotel to drop off all my luggage. There was a nice pond and a good restaurant in front of the hotel. I spent 3 nights in the hotel. It was a bit difficult for 2 days because I was alone. Eventually you get used to it and it's not difficult anymore. Hotels are very affordable in Bangkok. You must have air conditioning in the hotel if you don't want to be hot and listen to the noise with the window open. I was in a quieter part of Bangkok and had air conditioning. The hotel was safe and I had no problems. Covered a lot of kilometers on foot in 3 days, so I was able to see all my way around Bangkok and take pictures of interesting parts of Bangkok. I got big blisters on the soles of my feet. It's starting to hurt from blisters, there's just no stopping you when you want to explore. I also had rainy moments during this period. It was very steamy and hot after the rain. Fortunately, I was always at the hotel when it started to rain. The rain was always short. No more than half an hour. During the rain, I rested or tried on the things I bought. All the food and drink I tried was excellent and I had no digestive problems. I also tried a lot of street food. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, press like and also press the bell to be notified of all new videos. I also met some animals, flowers, fruit trees that grow in Bangkok. An interesting lizard. Could it be dangerous? If you know anything about this lizard, please write in a comment. Thank you. Bangkok is seriously a very big city. The city also needs railway transport. I haven't tried the train ride. For me, the best transport is a taxi with a taximeter. I also had the chance to catch an interesting bus. It is interesting to take a tour of Bangkok and taste their dishes. And there are also many good cars in Bangkok. The best means of transport in such traffic is a motorbike. You can avoid the crowds with a motorbike. Marijuana has been legalized in Thailand. And I definitely had to go try it on in a couple of stores. They have very good quality, the only one that is very expensive. I also caught one event where they were drawing on the streets and also a market on the street. This happened not only on one street, but on several streets of Bangkok. Lots of good street food too. It is possible that I was still too early, because I think there was also a concert. It was interesting to see so many happy people on the streets of Bangkok. This is Ratchawat market. In this market, they mainly have fruits, vegetables and meat. The remaining things are also found. This market is very affordable. I was a little late because they were slowly cleaning up and closing. This is Saphan cow market. In this market, they mainly have fruits, vegetables and seafood. This market is affordable and very big. You seriously have a lot to choose from here. It's nice to walk around and smell all those fresh fruits and vegetables. Prices are low. I also visited Chinatown in Bangkok. This is seriously a very large area. Shop next to shop. Food, drink, smoothies, gold, clothing, spices, fruits, vegetables, bags, jewelry, seafood, meat and much more. I spent a lot of time getting lost in Chinatown. It is interesting how it is very busy in Chinatown non-stop, from night to night 24 hours a day. I really like Chinatown. Bangkok's Chinatown is one of the largest Chinatowns in the world. It was founded in 1782 when the city was established as the capital of the Ratchawat Kingdom, and served as the home of the mainly Teochew immigrant Chinese population, who soon became the city's dominant ethnic group. Originally centered around Samphang, the core of Chinatown now lies along Yaowarat Road, which serves as its main artery and sometimes lends its name to the entire area, which is often referred to as Yaowarat. Chinatown's entire area roughly coincides with Samphanthawong district, and includes neighborhoods such as Song Wat and Talat Noi along the Chao Phraya River, and Jaron Chai, Klong Tom and Nakhon Khaosan along Jaron Krung Road. After 3 days of walking around Bangkok and wondering where to go next, I had two options. Either to go north to meet my Thai friends from Slovenia or to go to the south of Thailand to visit a girl I met 3 years ago. I decided to go south. I took a bus to Hat Yai. The ride is 14 hours long. This ride was seriously long. We only stopped once where we had a hot meal. I slept a lot, but the landscape was always interesting. After a 14-hour bus ride, I arrived in Hat Yai, which is the fourth largest city in Thailand. I went to a friend's house and stayed with her for a good 2 weeks. It was mostly rainy this time, so I didn't get to see much of the city. That's why we mainly cooked, ate, slept, and went shopping. Hat Yai, also Hat Yai or Hat Yai, is a city in southern Thailand near the Malaysian border. It is 946 kilometers or 588 miles south of Bangkok, and has a population of 156,802 at 2019 in the city itself and an urban population of about 400,000 at 2021 in the entire district of Amphoe Hat Yai. Hat Yai is the largest city of Songkhla province and is part of the Greater Hat Yai Songkhla metropolitan area, a conurbation with a population of about 800,000, forming the largest metropolitan area in the south, and the third largest metropolitan area of the country. The city is often mistaken for being the provincial capital. In fact, Songkhla is the capital and the center of administration and culture, while Hat Yai is the business center. Do you like the video? Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and don't forget the bell for alerts for the next video. I have to tell you, she is a seriously good cook. I ate very well, but when she wasn't cooking, we went out to eat. I tried a lot of dishes and I didn't know a lot of what I was eating. Ha ha ha. I leave you to Thai music for a bit.
หากชีวิตมาถึงทนโลกสวยได้เพียง15 ปีแต่คืนนี้ชีวิตกลับมาพบกับความมืดมนหากเหนื่อยชายเป็นร้อยเป็นพันต้องการคืนและอดทนเพื่อเก็บเงินส่งบ้านไทยทอตัวเองไทยนั่นเกี่ยวเยียวยาตัวเธอยังรักเสมอเธอจะเป็นอย่างไรในทางนี้ยึดเอาเรามีลูกชายเหมือนกัน2 คน แม่ไปไหนจะให้อีกแม่กับลูกไว้อย่างไรบอกลูกว่าน้องไปทำงานไกลบอกลูกว่าน้องไปมีแฟนไหม Why you don't tell when you want go when you don't love why you don't say little boy calling say mom somebody reaching you come back again when you want go why you don't say when you don't love why you don't say little boy calling say mom somebody reaching you come back againนึกขึ้นมาก่อนว่าเป็นไปได้เรามีลูกชายด้วยกันสองคนแล้วถ้าลูกน้องพ่อแม่ไปไหนจะให้เล่นกับลูกไว้อย่างไรบอกลูกว่าน้องไปทำงานไกลบอกลูกว่าน้องไปมีพ่อไหม Why you don't tell when you want go when you don't love why you don't say little boy calling say mom somebody big you come back again when you don't go why you don't say when you don't love why you don't say
It was a great buffet for 14 euros. You get a grill with a stove and you choose your food and prepare as much as you want to eat. Excellent. We also went to something similar to a disco, where they have live music. Listen to some more Thai music.
ฉันไม่ใช่ไปก็อยากขอมีเธอเรื่อยไปมีใจไม่สายไม่ใช่ไปก็อยากขอมีเธอเรื่อยไปถึงรักเธอไม่กลัวรักเป็นเด็กประมาณนี้ของมาเยอะวันนี้ต้องเอาใจให้ได้นะจะให้บริการนะครับผมนะเอาพิเจอร์ที่มาหน่อยสักเพลงสักเพลงเราขอเส้นนะครับ
After a hard night, we slept in a nearby hotel because we were not in a condition to get home. I think it was a smart idea. Then we continued cooking again. It's really nice in Hat Yai, there were almost no tourists. Here I learned how to live in Thailand. I had a hard time getting used to this kind of life. I made some improvements, I'll just tell you that in the next video. I can't get used to the Thai standard. There are very interesting buildings, high-rises, temples, statues, markets, shopping centers and many other things in Hat Yai. She also has 3 cats at home who live with her. 2 cats do not like each other and fight many times. Oh, how many good dishes she prepared. I will not forget such good flavors of the dishes. I hope you will try some Thai dishes with interesting flavors, sweet, sour and spicy. And I listen to this every night at least once. How a dog's howl travels through the whole city of Hat Yai. After a good 2 weeks in Hat Yai, we went to Danok, which is in Sadao province. We left for 2 days and took the cat with us. The ride was about an hour long. In the evening, I walked alone down the street to the border with Malaysia and back. It was mostly peaceful and safe. I booked the hotel and paid in advance, and upon arrival they didn't give us a room because we had a cat with us. We had to find another hotel that also accepts domestic animals. Found only one cheap hotel that allowed us to have a cat in the room. I didn't complain about the hotel because it was cheap at 500 baht a day. Was the reason why it is so cheap. Sadao is district on the border of Malaysia in Songkhla province, southern Thailand. The capital of the district is also called Sadao town. The small town of Danok, 13 kilometers south of Sadao town in Tambon Samnok Kham, is the major border crossing between Thailand and Malaysia. The immigration, customs, quarantine and security checkpoint on the Malaysian side is called the Bukit Keu Hitam ICQS checkpoint. A second smaller border crossing is in the district at Padang Besar, 12 kilometers west of Sadao town. History. Historically, Sadao is part of Kedah in the district of Chonglan, which means Elephant Falls in Thai. The district was formerly part of Chonglan, and was then under the overlordship of Malay Sultanate of Kedah, known as Sibori in Thai. Sadao is called Sendawa in Malay. When the Britain and Siam, Thailand, signed the Anglo-Siamese Treaty of 1909, deciding what belonged to whom, Chonglan was divided into 2 parts. The main border town of Chonglan became the district of Kubang Pasu, now in Kedah of Malaysia. The rest remained Thai. Tambon Sadao, together with the former minor district, King Ampho, Prick, forms modern Sadao. I also had to mark at the border with Malaysia. But after the walk I got hungry. We decided on light food. We took 2 lobsters and 2 crabs. The price was approximately 27 euros. I was always satisfied with the food. These crabs are Macrobrachium rosenbergi, or giant freshwater prawn. These crabs have very interesting pincers. They are also very tasty. This is the hotel where we could also have a cat. I didn't mind a little mold. It is important that there is a bed, air conditioning and hot water. Fortunately, there is no door to the balcony.
Nice,
Surprise. And the next morning we set off to cross the border on foot. We went across the border to renew my tourist visa. The border was 4 minutes away from the hotel. We crossed the first border since Thailand. Taxi motorbikes and taxis operate in the border area. We each took our own motorbike taxi and they took us across both Malaysian borders. I didn't exactly plan like that. It's okay. When they brought us to the last border to return to Thailand, the taxi driver directed me to a guy. This guy allowed me to extend my visa for another 2 months and I skipped the whole line waiting for the visa. I edited it in 10 minutes. But I had to pay an additional 2,100 baht. And now with an extended tourist visa, I could sleep peacefully. The town of Danok is very convenient for shopping and food. Cheaper than in big cities and tourist areas. They have a very varied offer. Yes, it was really crowded for the truckers. A little further you have great roti and a little further to buy transport tickets. Do you like the video? Subscribe to the channel, like the video and don't forget the bell for alerts for the next video. Here on the right side you can buy tickets for transportation by buses and vans. And since it didn't go according to plan to eat in Malaysia, we ate a good roti next to the border. The roti lady was happy to prepare us a great roti. I wouldn't be an electrician in Thailand. So another hour drive back to Hat Yai. Watch the next video, where I will show the apartment where I lived for less than a month in Hat Yai. This time I showed you what surprised me too. After visiting Malaysia, we drove back to Hat Yai. We drove back by van for 1 hour to the bus station in Hat Yai and to the house another 20 minutes by local bus. The roads in Thailand are not as comfortable as in Europe. There are a lot of potholes on the road. That's why most Thais have a pickup truck. Hat Yai is also a very big city. There are also many cats and dogs on the streets here. I didn't see a lot of police in Hat Yai. I still felt safe, even though most of them looked at me and greeted me, since there aren't many tourists in Hat Yai. It is interesting, at least you can see Thai life in the city more easily. I like Hat Yai because there are a lot of plants in the city too. We finally arrived at the apartment. The cats were very happy to have us back. She almost ate my backpack. I like cats very much. I also have a cat at home. It is always good to have at least one cat in the house. Cats are very useful animals because they hunt small animals that come into the house, and I say that cats absorb negative energy in rooms and people. It is said that cats also ward off evil spirits. I also really liked her cats. The only pity is that the two cats did not like each other, and every now and then they fought to the point of blood. I enjoyed the cat's company. This is a restaurant we go to often. It was always a perfectly prepared dish. And as I promised to show you her house where I lived for a good 3 weeks. Here is the front door and the motorcycle that I put in for repair. At least it was broken and not driven for as long as 3 years. When I arrived there wasn't even a soft bed. It was just a blanket to sleep on. I had to buy a slightly more comfortable mattress, because I already had blisters, because I am more skinny in size. Ahead you see one large closet. She lives here alone and has no money to fix and arrange everything. The problem is that most of the lights don't work. This is where the washing machine is now. I bought a washing machine so she can do laundry whenever she wants. Here is the bathroom. It only has a toilet bowl and one cold water faucet. I could not connect the shower because the faucet is not suitable. I didn't buy a water heater because there is no electricity in the bathroom. It was difficult to wash with cold water. From the bathroom you go to the kitchen. It was poorly equipped. One rice cooker, one pot for frying and cooking, some plates and some utensils. I also bought some things for the kitchen. Next is the room where we wash dishes and clothes. Later, I also deep cleaned the kitchen, bathroom and laundry area. Once, when she was not at home, her house was robbed and emptied. Poor girl. I helped her as much as I could and I still do today. If you also want to help the poor Thai girl, you can contact me. I don't have enough money to fix everything. Do you like the video? Subscribe to the channel, like the video and don't forget the bell for alerts for the next video. Here is a place for garbage and washing. As you can hear, it was a rainy day like most days in Hat Yai. The paint is slowly coming off all the walls. This house needs a complete renovation. Later I installed the water tap. If you wanted water, you had to open the main water valve of the house. I also bought her a refrigerator. Now the food will stay in good condition for longer. I saw that without a refrigerator, food spoils very quickly. Behind the closet on the left is a staircase to the second floor. Here we are on the second floor, and as you have noticed, the roof is leaking in many locations. Just because it is night you cannot see well where there are holes in the roof and puddles of rainwater on the floor. There is also a recording in the sunny time in the video. I also bought her a bed so she doesn't have to sleep on the floor. Here, above the staircase leading to the lower floor, the roof also leaks and a large piece of plasterboard has fallen off. Poor girl. I never imagined it could be something like this. She must be helped. And I will help her. If anyone else contributes, we will be very happy. I am also sending her to help financially. This is the second bathroom. It's just completely stocked and the roof is leaking here too. What do you suggest for repairing the roof? Which roof covering to buy? Can I repair the roof myself? And here you go to the last room, which also has a leaking roof. When I first entered this house, I was shocked. I could not believe that such a beautiful girl lives in such a house. The entrance doors barely move because everything is rusted. The house was almost without equipment, without a bed, table, chairs, machines, stoves, cupboards, good lighting, a leaking roof and so on. Unbelievable. My heart almost stopped. I tried to make her have the best possible time and I am slowly furnishing her house. In the bustling city of Hat Yai, there lived a poor Thai girl. She lived in a small house with a leaking roof that caused her endless troubles during the rainy season. Every time it rained, she would have to move her belongings around to avoid getting them wet. It was a constant struggle for her, but she never complained. Once upon a few years, in the bustling city of Phuket, I stumbled upon a young Thai girl who was sitting on the side of the road, looking lost and forlorn. She was dressed in tattered clothes and her hair was unkempt, but despite her circumstances, she had a glimmer of hope in her eyes. I approached her and asked if she needed any help. She looked up at me with a shy smile and nodded her head. I could tell that she was hesitant to ask for help, but I reassured her that I was happy to assist her in any way that I could. As we walked through the streets of Phuket, she told me her story. Her dad had passed away when she was young, and she had been forced to drop out of school to support life. She had been working odd jobs ever since, but it was never enough to make ends meet. I was moved by her story and knew that I had to do something to help her. As I promised you, there is also a video in sunny weather, so you can see the holes in the roof. We also had problems drying the laundry. I also bought a clothes drying rack and 2 wardrobes, at least she had most of her clothes in bags and pouches. We had to clean the water several times a day because it was coming from all sides. I hope he raises enough money to fix that roof. Then the next repairs will follow. I also think we ate enough, at least we both gained weight. I was glad because I have trouble gaining weight. I have health problems with the pancreas. But after spending a lot of money on services, everything I bought for her and eating a lot, we were both satisfied. I tried to learn some Thai, but I only learned a few words. The writing is too difficult for me. It's great that there are applications that help us translate even via the phone's live camera. I had to slowly head towards Bangkok because my time is running out. I have a plane home in 4 days. In the next video you will see what happened in Bangkok. Thank you for watching the video. I wish you a happy week. Ciao. Welcome to my travel vlog. In this episode, I will be taking you on an exciting journey filled with adventure, leisure, and exploration. We will be traveling to a beautiful destination where we will be taking a 15-hour bus ride to reach Bangkok. Join me as I explore all that Bangkok has to offer. Trust me, it's going to be an exhilarating experience. The bus journey was a long one, but I assure you it was worth it. We started our journey early in the evening, and the seats were so comfortable that we could rest and enjoy some sleep during the trip. The views from the window were breathtaking, and there were several pit stops along the way where we could grab some snacks and stretch our legs. The bus had plenty of facilities to make the journey comfortable, and we even had a TV screen to keep us entertained. Do you like the video? Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and don't forget the bell for alerts for the next video. As I stepped out of the bus, the heat hit me like a wave. But it wasn't just the temperature that was hot, the city itself was alive with activity. The streets were filled with vendors selling everything from fresh fruit to handmade crafts, and the smells of spicy curries and sweet desserts wafted through the air. I couldn't wait to dive in and experience it all. After the long ride to Bangkok, we finally arrived at our hotel, and it was worth the wait. Now, let's get to the hotel. I'm staying at the most amazing hotel, and it has a rooftop pool that looks out over the entire city. It's absolutely stunning, and I can't wait to spend my evenings watching the sunset from up there. The water was crystal clear, and we enjoyed some refreshing drinks and snacks by the pool. The hotel staff was hospitable, and they ensured our stay was comfortable and enjoyable. The hotel also offers Tuk Tuk rides, which are these adorable little open-air taxis that are the perfect way to get around the city. One of the most exciting parts of our trip was visiting the weekend market, which opened on Fridays and ran through the weekend. The stalls were selling everything, from clothes, accessories, and food to souvenirs and trinkets. The market was bustling with locals and tourists alike, and we spent hours browsing and bargaining. The atmosphere was vibrant and the aroma of street food filled the air, making it difficult to resist. To make the most of our trip, we hired a Tuk Tuk driver who helped us navigate the streets and sights of the city. The Tuk Tuk ride was an adventure in itself, as we weaved through narrow streets and alleys, taking in all the sights and sounds around us. Our driver was knowledgeable and took us to some hidden gems that we would have otherwise missed. The Tuk Tuk ride gave us a real taste of the city, and we loved every moment of it. Riding around in one of these little vehicles is so fun, it feels like you're flying through the streets. As if the weekend market wasn't enough, we also visited a modern shopping center, which was a stark contrast to the traditional market we had explored earlier. The center was huge, and I spent hours exploring all the stores and picking up a few things that I couldn't resist. The best part was definitely the food court, where I got to try so many delicious Thai dishes, and I even stumbled upon a cooking class that was happening in one of the restaurants. The shopping center had a plethora of stores, ranging from high-end brands to affordable fashion labels. We spent hours browsing through the aisles, trying on clothes, and picking up souvenirs. The shopping center had something for everyone, and we couldn't resist indulging ourselves. No trip is complete without some local food indulgence, and this trip was no different. We discovered a popular eatery where you could eat as much as you liked for 2 hours. The food was delicious, and the variety was overwhelming. We tried everything from local delicacies to international cuisines, and the 2 hours flew by in no time. We left the eatery feeling satisfied and content, already planning our next visit. I had some of the best meals of my life here, and I can't wait to share them with you. One of my favorite dishes was a spicy papaya salad called som tam, and I also tried some delicious pad thai, which is a noodle dish that's popular all over Thailand. And, of course, I couldn't leave Bangkok without trying some street food. The city is famous for its incredible street food scene. I got to see so many incredible sights, from the towering skyscrapers to the ancient temples. It was a truly breathtaking experience. And let me tell you, the food in Bangkok is unreal. Our trip was filled with adventure, great food, shopping, and relaxation. If you're planning a trip anytime soon, do consider adding these experiences to your itinerary. They will undoubtedly make your trip memorable and exciting. Overall, my first few days in Bangkok have been nothing short of amazing. This city is so full of life and energy, and everywhere you look there's something new and exciting to discover. I can't wait to see what the rest of my trip has in store, and I'm so thrilled to be sharing my adventure with all of you. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe for more travel content, and I'll see you in the next video. Today is my last day in Bangkok and I have planned to visit the famous Chinatown for some mouth-watering street food and shopping. And I am so excited because I will be accompanied by my cheerful Thai friend, who always knows the best spots for street food and bargains. As we start our journey, the bustling streets of Bangkok are alive with vivid colors and fascinating scenes. The city's vibrant culture can be seen in its streets, architecture, and people. Bangkok's streets are a splendid mix of old and new, a place where modern skyscrapers stand shoulder to shoulder with traditional shophouses. At the entrance to Chinatown, we started with Wat Traimit, Temple of the Golden Buddha, world's largest solid gold Buddha statue. A visit to Wat Traimit makes a good starting or ending point to a tour of Bangkok's Chinatown area. Bangkok's central train station, known as Hua Lamphong, is also very near to Wat Traimit in Chinatown and is a great transportation option if you want to have a private tour guide help you with making arrangements to travel to other areas in Thailand via railway. Located near the entrance to Bangkok's Chinatown district on Yawarat Road, Wat Traimit is an easy visit for those interested to uncover the hidden beauty and mystery beneath Bangkok's most influential Buddha image and community. According to Thai standards, Wat Traimit is considered to be a rather modest temple. The main reason people visit Wat Traimit is to view the magnificent splendor of the world's largest solid gold Buddha image, known in Thai as Phra Buddha Maha Sawana Patima Korn. The 10-foot-tall Buddha image is reportedly comprised of approximately 83% pure gold and weighs 5.5 tons, making it worth millions of dollars at today's gold prices. What many visitors do not know before paying their respects at this iconic Sukhothai-styled Buddha image, which was fashioned in the 13th century, is that this statue spent many years hiding its true identity underneath a cloak of plaster and stucco. This cosmetic veil successfully hid the solid gold Buddha image from the prying eyes of invading Burmese armies, thieves and looters for several centuries. Because its outer layer was cracked during a fall due to a mishap when it was being moved in 1955, the statue can now be appreciated in all of its golden glory. The statue now sits in a newly renovated location, set high atop the 4-story marble-lined temple structure at Wat Traimit. While the Golden Buddha statue is admittedly the crowning attraction of Wat Traimit, resting on the 4th level of the temple, the 2nd floor houses an impressive interpretive center that tells the history of the Chinese community in Bangkok. The 3rd floor houses a museum that reveals the history of the Golden Buddha image itself, including its construction, design features and the story of how it came to be at Wat Traimit. Siddhartha Gautama, most commonly referred to as the Buddha, the Awakened, was a wandering ascetic and religious teacher who lived in South Asia during the 6th or 5th century BCE and founded Buddhism. According to Buddhist tradition, he was born in Lumbini, in what is now Nepal, to royal parents of the Shakya clan, but renounced his home life to live as a wandering ascetic, Sanskrit, sramana. After leading a life of begging, asceticism, and meditation, he attained enlightenment at Bodh Gaya in what is now India. The Buddha thereafter wandered through the lower Indo-Gangetic plain, teaching and building a monastic order. He taught a middle way between sensual indulgence and severe asceticism, leading to nirvana, that is, freedom from ignorance, craving, rebirth, and suffering. His teachings are summarized in the Noble Eightfold Path, a training of the mind that includes ethical training and meditative practices such as sense restraint, kindness toward others, mindfulness, and jhana, dhyana, meditation proper. He died in Kushinagar, attaining parinirvana. The Buddha has since been venerated by numerous religions and communities across Asia. A couple of centuries after his death, he came to be known by the title Buddha, which means awakened one or enlightened one. His teachings were compiled by the Buddhist community in the Vinaya, his codes for monastic practice, and the Sutta Pitaka, a compilation of teachings based on his discourses. These were passed down in Middle Indo-Aryan dialects through an oral tradition. Later generations composed additional texts, such as systematic treatises known as Abhidharma, biographies of the Buddha, collections of stories about his past lives known as Jataka tales, and additional discourses, i.e., the Mahayana Sutras. As we reach Chinatown, the lively atmosphere of the area is palpable. The place is packed with vendors selling an array of food items and trinkets. The streets are filled with the fragrant aroma of sizzling meat, fresh seafood, and spicy herbs. We begin our food adventure by trying some of the local delicacies prepared by the street vendors. My friend and I devour the juicy and succulent barbecue pork skewers, which are marinated in a sweet and savory sauce that heightens the flavor. Next, we savor the Chinese-style fried noodles, which are a perfect blend of crunchy and savory bites, leaving a rich taste in our mouths. As we explore the narrow alleys and lanes, we discover an abundance of hidden gems. My friend shows me a secret lane filled with stalls selling colorful and exotic fruits. We devour the trendy dragon fruit, which is known for its sweet and crunchy texture, followed by the succulent rambutan, which has a sweet taste and fleshy texture. After that, we head to the bustling streets, which are packed with shops selling clothes, accessories, antiques, and souvenirs. This place is a paradise for shopaholics and bargain hunters alike. My friend, being an avid shopper herself, guides me through the rows of shops and helps me haggle for the best deals. We stop at a shop that specializes in antique jewelry and vintage watches. I am amazed at the sparkling diamonds and intricate designs of the pieces on display. At the same time, my friend finds an eye-catching pair of earrings, which are perfect for her. As we continue our shopping spree, we discover a cozy store selling handcrafted soaps and scented candles. The colorful soaps and aromatic candles fill the air with sweet fragrances and leave me feeling relaxed and refreshed. Finally, after hours of shopping and exploring, we finish our day by trying some of Bangkok's famous street desserts. We satisfy our sweet tooth by indulging in the creamy and sweet mango sticky rice, a classic Thai favorite that is not to be missed. In conclusion, this has been an amazing last day in Bangkok, filled with gastronomical delights, vibrant culture, and fantastic shopping experiences. And none of this would have been possible without my jovial and cheerful Thai friend. I feel so lucky to have been able to experience the best of Bangkok with her. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you can visit this wonderful city yourself someday. As I said goodbye to my girlfriend, I couldn't help but feel a twinge of sadness in my heart. We had spent the most amazing time together, but now it was time for me to head back home. I hugged her tightly, promising to come back soon, and then made my way to the taxi waiting outside. The ride to BBK Airport was uneventful, but my mind was racing with thoughts of the wonderful memories I had made with my girlfriend. As I stepped out of the taxi and made my way to the check-in counter, I couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement for the next leg of my journey. Boarding the plane to Vienna, I settled into my seat and closed my eyes, letting the memories of my trip wash over me. As the plane took off, I felt a sense of freedom and adventure wash over me. I was ready for whatever lay ahead, knowing that the memories of my time with my girlfriend would stay with me forever. After landing in Vienna, I had only 45 minutes to board the next plane to Zagreb. I had to hurry. I flew with a propeller plane to Zagreb. A friend was waiting for me in Zagreb, with whom I should experience this whole adventure. And together we drove to Ljubljana in Slovenia and home. Thanks for following all my adventures in Asia. If all goes according to luck, there will be more adventures in Asia. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications on all my videos. And if you liked the video, press like and share. If you are interested in something or have any suggestions, write me in a comment. Ciao.